We've got a few more minutes until round 6 starts.
Yeah.
We've got a crazy pod.
Yeah, we have
There's some stacked decks and players in this pod.
Yeah, this pod, we're going to pod 2 on this one. This is we have jeez. Oh man, we have my boy Deadbeat Scott.
Yep.
Yes.
What's he playing today?
Oh man, Deadbeat Scott. I have all his lists. We have Rogsi.
Rogsi.
And this is let me double check before I say things. Oh whoa. This is Rogsi.
Spicy Rog?
This reminds me of like 2022 Rogsi.
Heck yeah.
Where we're on all of the wheels. Every wheel. We're on a Postermac.
Whoa.
Right?
Where's the Bolus Citadel?
Where's the Bolus Citadel? Come on, bud.
I was like, I had to check. I was like, maybe it's there. I don't know. I know.
Yeah, this is doing a very good job of getting cards in hand.
Even the things like Wheel of Misfortune, we're on like all of the wheels, like you said. Like, Imposter Mech is a spicy include. That might just be a meta-specific call. It's not that bad. I know some players are even playing it in Blue Farm right now. It's a pretty cool ad. We've also got Raw. We've got Michael Piercy going 4th seat on Raw. So even the first 2 decks we've seen so far are like pure turbo. I'm going to push. I'm going to win. This is going to be fast in theory. But maybe not because, again, we got Randall in the pod. Number 1 in Swiss. We saw him play yesterday, and the deck is Jin Saki. This is an Esper control-style deck where you draw a lot of cards, you interact with your opponents, you have things like Grafdigger's Cage, you have really interesting draw engines. Again, Thada Adele is in this deck. We see Yuriko in this deck in the 99. Grim Hireling. We see some like engines that we don't see in most decks.
Yeah.
And I'm sure how these will like grind out the opponents, especially on their turbo. If they can get stopped, what are they going to be able to do?
Yeah.
We do have a seat 1 Timna Crom though, so there's some more balance. There's some more possible mid range. I'm seeing a Polywog Prodigy in this deck. In the big 2/6, that's crazy. I haven't seen a Polywog Prodigy get on the stack in months.
Yeah, in months, bro. Yeah, this is Polywog Prodigy is hot, but I definitely think something. There's definitely something that comes to mind when I think about Polywog Prodigy in 2026.
Yes.
There's a lot of people playing a lot of, early rocks. Sure, you're probably gonna get some benefit, but the fact that there are not as many, like you have to be on the play to get Prodigy out.
And then something after it, right? And it'll only trigger off 0 drops. If it's just by itself, it doesn't get bigger. Very interesting. There's also an opposition agent in this Blue Farm list. Again, there's some spice. There's a lightning bolt in this Blue Farm list.
Highly underplayed.
That's crazy. We do see swords. We don't see path. So I'm curious to see why lightning bolt.
Interesting.
There's some spicy stuff.
Looking back at Randall's list.
Yes. The Jin Saki.
Jin Saki wants to see turn 3.
Oh my god, at least.
It wants to see. I feel like if Rogsi or Rao can just do what they do and win on turn 2, this could be a very quick game.
It could be either very quick or very grindy. Again, depending on if the mid-range / farm decks can get to their later turns, get to start grinding out value, or if we just get Rald or Rogsi turn 1. There's an Admiral's on the stack turn 1. Here's my Culling Ritual. Here's my second mana source. It's really going to depend on what they keep and how low these players mulligan. If the turbo decks mulligan pretty low, it's a pretty easy fish hand, Ristic hand from the farm decks, right? So it's really just going to be who goes down to 2. Who keeps their 7, who goes down to 2.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of players and how well they're going to do, let's talk about the players themselves.
Yeah.
So Michael Piercy, 55% win conversion.
Crazy good conversion rate. Oh my gosh.
Very good.
Yeah. Only 10 tournaments as well.
Only 10 tournaments. So in 10 tournaments, he's made top 16 in 6 of them.
Yeah.
Great. Fantastic.
That's an amazing number, yeah.
Hasn't taken home a gold.
No.
This might be the time.
I believe.
Right. He's doing fantastic. I believe that this might be an opportunity for him to really push through and make it to the end.
Yeah.
Goal.
This is the tournament for him to do so, to keep proving himself. He's already at an amazing amount of points. He's at 16. So he should be locked for top 16 pretty confidently. But, a win here would get him to 21, which was super jumpstart. This would be a seat 1 going into top 16. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Again, any of these players were at 11 points, 17 points, 16 points. So 2 of them are locked, and the 2 need wins. They can't take draws here. The 12 isn't really going to help them that much. Even if they get 2 draws, they might not make it. So they're going to be playing for wins. We know Deadbeat Scott, again, is on Rogsi. He's seat 2. So this is a spot where he's like, okay, I need a jam as soon as humanly possible. I just need to find a jam hand and send it before anyone gets any value engines down.
Yep. Randall, again, this is his second tournament.
Yeah.
He's undefeated.
Yes.
Amazing.
First in Swiss right now.
First in Swiss. Good night. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, I think that playing a deck that is completely unique offers
No
the
one knows
Brewers
what's
advantage.
going on, right?
Yeah. And so we'll see. I mean, we'll see if he can take it back.
Yeah.
Deadbeat Scott, 33% conversion rate, 15 tournaments, has taken home a gold.
Yes.
Playing Rogsi, this is a powerful card. Powerful couple cards.
There's a few good cards in this deck.
Just a few good cards. And then we have Jonathan. He has 25 tournaments, 20% conversion. And this is like right in the money. Like we're right in the middle of it all.
That's where you want to be.
Yeah, for sure. And with this, we do have something that I actually didn't realize before.
What is it?
There is a total. And I just want to double check before I say this and I'm wrong.
It's gonna be crazy. This is gonna be a crazy statement.
All right. Okay. So we have 4. We have. Is there another? Are there more here? Okay. 4, 8. We have 8 wheels
in this pod.
In this pod, access to 8 wheels. Is there more?
Blue Farm playing any?
Is Blue Farm? I would be.
Maybe just the one.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Yeah. We have 8 total.
That's insane.
No. Yeah. We have 1. Yeah.
Oh, there is one.
We have 9 wheels. We have 9 wheels.
Oh, sorcery, yeah.
Yeah. So there
goodness.
is a world where turn 1 someone wheels and
or multiple turn
ruins.
wheels.
Yeah. Right. Oh yeah.
Turn a wheel. I don't have anything else better to do. Here's my wheel.
Yeah.
Right after. Again, like you said, there's a ton of and Rogsi and Raw specifically love to do this. They love to go. I don't have a better plan. Here's my turn 1 wheel. I'll refill my whole hand. I'll be up. I already have rocks or whatever I kept in Ancient Tomb. It'll get me refilled and hopefully screw your eyes up with your game plan, right? Because you had to keep whatever you kept and now you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
This is a good spot for an early wheel, especially out of Rogsi seat 2.
Seat 2. Oh, yeah. So
I'm very hyped to see this pod.
Yeah, I like Raw and what it wants to do because I don't think it gets enough respect early enough.
Not even a little bit.
Right. So it's land, Lotus Petal, Raw, pass. And then turn 2, okay, push.
Yeah.
Push. Yeah, right. You countered my spell. Oh, sure.
Another roll trigger.
Another push.
Yep. And here's a Git probe. Here's a misstep on my Git probe. Here's a gut shot. There's 3 more triggers. I'll probably flip. I don't care if you counter them.
I do not care.
Yeah.
I'm doing exactly what I want to do. And because it doesn't see the respect that I think it deserves, it flies under the radar when it shouldn't.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And like you're saying, countering the spells doesn't mean all that much. You have to remove or kill or Red Blast Roll once it flips, when it's blue on the backside. You have to do more than just counter the spells because the second I flip, the game might just be over. Obviously, I could whiff a flip. It's happened before. But 8 spells for free, any of them instant sorcery, totally free. There's a Mind's Desire in that pile like 10% of the time. You guys are cooked if a Mind's Desire for 8 goes on the stack. Like, good luck.
And what's crazy is that even if, let's say, because you flip Raw.
Yes.
And you get priority first.
Yes.
Right?
Well, the only issue is you flip roll off of the trigger from the spell you cast.
Yeah.
So your spell is probably still in the stack.
Oh, I
Usually.
see. Yeah.
That's why a lot of players will actually mess it up. Where if it's my 6th instant sorcery and they counter that spell, that's actually a lot better for me because now if I flip, there's nothing on the stack I can immediately ultimate roll. So a lot of players will fall into the trap of let me just counter that spell, unless it like has to be countered. If it's like something crazy, right? Like you have to counter it. But if there's no reason to counter it, see if I flip and then Red Blast my roll because there's still a spell in the stack. I can't activate a sorcery speed planeswalker with something on the stack. So very important to know against Raw. If you're ever going against it, just try and let that 6 spell resolve. And if you have a Red Blast or Lightning Bolt,
Chain of Vapor,
anything that gets it off of 8 loyalty, whatever that may be.
Yeah.
Even if it's killing it and bouncing it, yes. Just don't counter the spell and let it flip, because then you guys are cooked.
Yeah. That seems it's funny because you never think that there's a weak point when you're playing against it because you're like, oh yes, he's gonna flip. What are we gonna do?
And then we can't do anything, like you said. But there is usually a spot where you can do something. You just have to know that stack interaction.
Yeah. So in this seat order, we have Jonathan going first.
Yep.
Blue farm first.
Mhm.
Wow, that's a great
Scary.
time to go first. Blue farm, Rogsi. Oh, okay, and then we have the
Jin Sakai.
Jin Sakai, and then okay,
And then
all
roll.
right, and then Ra. Okay, so what do you, as a Raw pilot, what are you mulliganing for here, going forth, knowing this pod composition?
Knowing that there's a blue farm going first who needs a win, and a Rogsi going second that needs a win, I'm trying to force a draw. As cringe as that may be, if I'm the raw player, I'm at 16 points. I'm already locked, but 17 will get me ahead. There's 2 jam decks ahead of me, first seat, second seat. I'm already going fourth. I need some way to either put a win on the stack and force a draw, or like a cringe draw hand where it's like a bunch of interaction. But usually the issue with Raw is you don't play things like Force of Negation or Mind Break Trap. You have Pact of Negation, you've got Fierce, you've got Flusterstorm, you've got Red Blasts, Pyro Blasts, Lightning Bolt. You don't have the kind of blue farm or farm style of interaction where I can just go force pitch this thing, force pitch this thing. I don't have that option.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make sure the 2 jam players ahead of me get stopped. Probably working with the control player to my left, to my right on Jin Sakai. Right, they're going third.
Mhm.
What can I do to make sure I get some turns, or just stop them?
Yeah.
That's my entire game plan. Again, it is early farm, and we know it's like semi-turbo farm, and a Rogsi. I just have to get there. I have to be able to, again, either put a win on the stack and force a draw, or not let them get their pushes through. I have to have something for the Naws. I have to have something for the Necro. I have to have something for the Wheel of Fortune before my turn, right?
Yeah.
And that's very difficult in that deck to do.
Okay. So, are you doing wheels in a pod like this? Like, let's say Rogsi mulls to 3.
Yeah.
Right. Are you still pushing the wheel?
No. Unless they play nothing and pass, like no land pass, I do not want to refill their hand because their deck can win with a lot less than my deck can.
Yeah.
Again, I'm on Raw, so I at least probably need Raw, some ramp engine, some like Desperate Ritual, Jessica's Will, and then some payoff, or just the payoff, which is gonna be hard for me to find. There's not that many like 1-card payoffs without Raw or with Raw even. So getting 7 new cards of Rogsi, again, and also to TnK, they're easier to just go like, cool, here's a Culling Ritual and a Necro, or here's a Culling Ritual and a Naws, or here's a Defense Grid into the Burgi, or something scary where you just like get nothing. We are seeing hands here though.
Yeah. Blue farm starting off with a Command Tower, Mana Vault, Rhystic Cedh, Polywog Prodigy. So this is land, vault, pass, turn 2, Rhystic on the play.
That's quite good for 4. Scott kept a 2, right? A 2 of City of Brass, Imperial Seal.
Yeah.
This looks like a fish.
Yeah. We got a Mystic Remorse.
Unless he draws something scary. He drew another fetch land, it looks like. So just going to get his fetch and then his Imperial Seal. Probably just a fish because he had a second land as well. What did Jin Sakai keep?
Thada Adel, Path to Exile, Thief of Sanity, Flooded Strand, Watery Grave, Chromox.
Okay, so this looks like an early Path to Exile and a Thada Adel turn 2. Maybe it's a Thief of Sanity.
I think Thada Adel probably where you go.
Yeah, I don't know which one I'd prefer in this pod specifically, but it's pretty good. Raw kept an interesting hand, and I don't know how good it is for a 7. 3 lands. There is a Jessica's Will and a Wheel of Misfortune. There's a Highway Robbery and an Intuition. So anyone who doesn't know, Highway Robbery is just you discard a card, draw 2 cards, but you can plot it. So you can basically just cast it later for free if you pay now. There's no ramp in this hand besides J-Will, though. So I guess maybe the plan is turn 2 Raw, turn 3 J-Will try and get there. It's just a little slow for this pod. And knowing that he kept a 7, he doesn't know that the Rogsi was going to go down to 2, right? So it's a little risky not keeping any kind of like interaction. It does look like Randall's going to be drawing now. We're going to see, I'm sure a Chromox imprinting something. Because we're holding up swords regardless. It's more of just, what did he draw for this turn? What can he do now? Is there a turn, there's a 2-mana play, or is he just going to pass?
Yeah. Looking through the opening hands and how this is going to look.
Yeah.
Randall kept a swords obviously for Ral.
Yeah.
Right? Like this is just
like almost 100% of the time for Ral.
Yeah. Ral needs to get a fierce.
Yes.
If Ral gets fierce, this game is pretty much
good
over.
spot.
Yeah.
Again, we didn't know and any of these players that Scott would be going to 2 here, and it's land Imperial, so he drew another land, which isn't the worst draw actually ever. Jonathan's gonna have this turn 2 Rhystic with a mana up. We know that that's not gonna matter here, but there is a world where they starve the Rhystic a little bit. We know that Scott's gonna have a second land drop, so he can go. I'm assuming we got fish on top, right? So fish pay for Rhystic, whatever it may be. There's also some situations where Randall doesn't Swords the Raw right away because now there's a turn 2 Rhystic, and he's seeing Raw right now go tapped Surveil. He's fetching for a Surveil sorcery speed. I just want to see if he bends, right? But he knows there's no turn 1 Raw now. That's like really silly if there's a Surveil into like Mox Diamond Ritual. Like at that point, you just wouldn't do it. Is there a world where he lets Raw live for like a little bit? Or maybe once that just because what goes on this deck, and he doesn't know it, right? So to maybe get some value because he needs to slow down the other 2 turbo decks, right? While Raul did keep a 7 and the 2 decks did mulligan, it's got to be in Randall's head of like, you can't just curb stomp one player without any other interaction. We saw no other interaction in his hand besides a path.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. Oh, we have another land drop out of TnK. So now we get Rhystic Study and Polywalk Prodigy. If it's a blue source, I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it?
No, it looks like a.
It looks like a Morphic pool. Or not a Morphic pool, I'm sorry, the red-black one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's red black.
I don't think.
Yeah, he's shipping the turn. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's a. What's that thing called?
That'd be really unfortunate. Okay.
It's the untapped if you have 2 opponents.
All
or is
right.
it Blood Crypt? It might just be Blood Crypt because he shocked it in. Yeah, I think it's a Blood Crypt. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so he's thinking about whether or not to pay for Rhystic. I think you just do.
Yeah. He has no other cards in hand, right?
Yeah.
He didn't cast Rograk turn 1 though.
He is casting Roger now.
I don't think there's any reason not to cast it turn 1. Maybe if you're scared of a Bowmasters, but like now he did have to feed a card to Jonathan to cast it. It's a little scary, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And there's the thought of Adele. Yeah.
Yeah. So now this is an interesting spot where I know I've been talking about it a lot this weekend, the last few weeks. Some Rogsis, including myself, are playing Bolas to Citadel. So is there ever a world where Randall attacks Scott on Rogsi and just be like, let me check your deck real quick, just make sure that there's no Bolas.
Yeah.
Because he might be asking like before the game, like, is there a Bolas in your deck? That'd be so cool. Because we know actually that Randall himself plays Bolas Citadel in his deck. So I'm curious to see.
He's praying.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if he's like, oh, I have to take this gamble and see if you have it in your deck or not.
Please have it.
There's not any One Rings in this and any of these decks, I'm sure. Maybe Randall plays it. Let me check. But I know the other 3 definitely aren't. Randall does play One Ring, but I'm sure the other 3 don't.
But there is cards like Wishclaw Talisman.
Yeah.
There's Imposter Mech.
Yep.
Right. Vexing Bauble. Vexing Bauble is real good.
It's scary because a lot of the time Raul can play through it. Understanding though that it does stop a lot of the things they do. It just doesn't stop most of what they do until they get to Raul Ultimate. But at that point too, you could just like keep upticking Raul, the ultimate side, and then just once you find a way to get rid of it, then get it and then pop it. There's a lot you can do with this commander. It's very silly. We also again know that Michael has a turn 2 or turn 3 Jessica's Will with Rollout as long as he's allowed to untap with it. If not, he is going to get pathed, which does ramp him. The deck plays 1 basic unless it is exactly in his hand right now, which it wasn't. And you still have a turn 3 just recast Raw and pass angle. He's got a lot of lands in his hand, so it's like actually kind of good for him here.
Yeah.
Looks like we're just passing. Scott didn't really draw anything. He didn't get fed at all. He just drew the 1 card for turn, paid for fish. Seeing more lands.
Oh, he's tapping out.
Jin Saki.
Oh no.
I don't think.
Oh, he's gonna attack with Thought Adele. So maybe
he does attack with Thought Adele, so you can get like Mana Rock into something else.
Yeah.
Or just 2 Mana Rocks or whatever it is. Does have Island Walk as well, right? I believe Thought Adele has Island Walk.
And also his commander can make him unblockable.
Or unblockable, yeah. But Island Walk definitely helps because every player in this deck
double strike with Thought Adele's crazy.
I was gonna say 2 Mana Rocks.
Oh, it's so rough.
100%. So first strike damage, get a rock. Second strike damage, get a rock. It could also just be like things like, Mana Vault or Soul Ring or Mox Opals. I think so.
Right, yeah. Thought Adele.
Sure that's how that works.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Until end of turn, you may play that card. So you have to pay mana costs.
Oh.
like a lot worse.
That's not that good right
It's
now.
like
You're just feeding 4 cards, right?
LED kind of makes sense. Because it could just be like LED you feed, but then you crack and cast the other thing.
Or he just
Culminating
leaves them.
Station LED?
He might also just leave them in exile.
I think that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah, it's
At
like,
this point
okay,
of
no breach for you.
okay, but now what this
Yep,
does,
yeah,
he's
he's
just
finished.
passing.
Uh-huh.
So
Raul just wins the game.
Raul has a Jessica's Will and Wheels and payoff spells and a Raul in play. And everyone except Blue Farm is tapped out.
Yep.
And Rogsi doesn't play a lot of interaction. Not
No.
like that. Not like that with one mana
Mm-mm.
up. I am
highly
very
concerned.
curious of what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Because again, Michael kept his 7, right?
Yeah.
And he did basically nothing the first 2 turns. He cast a Raul, but that's
Yeah.
pretty slow for what the deck's trying to do.
Let's see. Okay, I think we should go to player audio.
Let's let's swap over to this turn.
Because I feel like this is going to be a turn.
Yes, I agree.
It's just on the turn. So I'll just put them here.
Yeah.
Oh, this sucks. Double things to feed.
I won't stop you, brother. Do your thing.
I appreciate that. How many cards in hand?
5.
Yeah, I'm trying not to feed him anymore. That's why I was like, I'm just gonna take the 2, not play a bunch of 0 mana stuff off of them. Like with the Polywog, I feel like just casting a, Mox anything probably wasn't the best. Just feed you 2 more cards. I don't know. I think it's still my best opportunity. I'm gonna cast a Jask as well, both Nulls. Trying you. Out of Raul trigger. I will
Draws.
take it. Yep. Yep, we can go.
I pass priority on that. That's on it.
Yep, pass.
None of this is my business.
I have a Raul trigger.
I have 6.
Skull is heads. This is tails. Heads is always flip. Wow. I will take a damage.
I can appreciate someone that knows how to flip a coin nice.
Yep.
That's very
It was a crisp sound. That Mike might have caught that
Can I
one.
borrow a pen? It'll just make it easier for me if things go long.
no tokens.
Okay, I can do that. That's messy, though. Resolve just as well.
Yep,
No,
absolutely.
this shouldn't be tapped. I don't know why I tapped this.
Oh yeah, you didn't swing.
Yeah, I didn't swing with him. He didn't have. I think it's because I handed you to read and I brought it back tapped because normally that's whenever people read him.
Exile top 3.
Hell yeah.
All gas, no brakes.
I won't be playing additional lands here.
Floating red mana.
Sure, yeah. That'd be easy enough, I guess. Well, those were pretty bad hits, so I don't know how far I'm getting.
Sorry, if you could also use this in Thank you.
Don't know how far I'm getting. That bonus round is quite good, though. I will cast the bonus round, or I'll trigger. I will not pay for either.
Beautiful.
This is too messy for me. Too messy for me. Any response to bonus round or I'll trigger. Stuff on the ground.
I got you.
Thank you.
No worries.
Wow.
Ooh, crispy.
I will not take any damage. Resolve bonus rounds. All spells are copied.
Ooh.
Just 2 dice for this. Third. There's still something to keep track of Storm. Like, I would prefer to write it down on paper, but I don't know how you would like me to represent it.
Another token.
Uses this
Yeah,
for the
okay.
life total thing for Storm if you need.
1/1. And
Oh yeah,
Can we use this now for Storm? Yeah, here. That's 2 this turn.
Yeah, and
And
then
I can put it right center so that people can see it too. I'll keep track of your storm.
Need roll storm as well.
Yeah.
Stuff is copied. Boom. Highway robbery. Roll trigger. There's a bonus round trigger as well. I'll resolve the bonus round trigger.
Draws above those, I believe.
Okay, so can I draw?
Yeah.
Draws first.
Resolve bonus round trigger.
Yeah.
I'm passing on the bonus round trigger.
Okay. Resolve the first highway robbery.
I'll respond here. So there's 2 on the stack, correct?
There is 2 on the stack. Yes.
You're supposed to be copied too, so like if you have a counter spell, it works.
Yep.
I'm gonna mind break trap. Did I send a copy?
Fish.
Yeah. Please.
Mind break trap. Your bonus round trigger resolves. Roll the second. I assume they'll both target both highway robberies. It's addition storm zone. But yeah, that's fine. Go down to 2 red. Go down to 1 red. Wheel of Misfortune. Roll trigger. I have to resolve a roll trigger for the highway robbery as well. I will take it down. So a roll trigger and a bonus round trigger.
And also Ristic.
And Rizzix, I will not be paying.
All right. For Wheel of Fortune, or Wheel of Misfortune.
Pass priority.
Pass priority. Okay, so it's gonna resolve. Do we want to do a D20, like, and keep our hand over it? Do we want to do a piece of paper?
Or
What
the
is
spin
the
downs?
like this? Well, yeah,
Here, we can all
we can write it
down.
down and put. Perfect. Okay. Do we want to write it down and then cover it? Okay.
Cool.
Make sure no one tries.
Can I grab one, please? We don't have them on this side.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. One of you has the opportunity to do the funniest thing and write 6-7.
The way this game's going, I'm so tempted.
Throws the game.
Good to resolve the first.
Well, he's
Yeah, we're
he's
still-
right.
yeah.
It was also running a little bit out of.
Yeah, it's a little. And I have a roll trigger that is after that. So here.
Oh, this marker's dead.
That's what I was saying, right? Do we have another dry erase? This one's. Thank you. We're in Storm Camp 5, by the way. Because he had casted a spell.
Oh, I need the.
The forgiveness marker.
Oh, it ran out.
It ran.
Yeah, Scott made sure all of it was out. He's like, no one else is gonna get this one. He's like, if no one can play the game, no one can write.
We're doing paper.
Yeah, so I need to write mine. Yeah.
I do like the idea of dry erase for the vote cards. It makes it so much easier.
Very good.
One more. We're going to do this a second time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we do have to.
We pitch the ones in our hand and then draw, right? For a wheel of misfortune, that one's a pitch.
It's regular.
Yeah,
wheel.
yeah, it's a discard.
Which is,
draw.
All right.
Okay.
3, 2, reveal.
All right.
20,
So we talked about
3.
for this wheel, and I don't know if that says a word, but it is one of those things where you could do some really tricky stuff here.
Yeah, because there's 2 Wheel of Misfortune on the stack, right?
There's 2
a
wheels of
bonus round.
misfortune. There's a bonus round, yeah.
So what Hiram and I were talking about is because we saw that Michael had a Tumult's Trickery in his hand, I think what he should have done is just paid 0 on the first Wheel of Misfortune, seen what they paid, they have to pay life because obviously you're not the one wheeling if you're not paying life.
Yeah,
Even Drew sounds, yeah, I would. Whoa. See what they pay, see what they discard, and then either decide if you want to wheel or not, or just to bulge strictly the original wheel. Like, yes, you got them one wheel, but you didn't lose any life, and you still get multiple other spells off the balls. So it's like an interesting spot where you can do some funky things. So now there's a second wheel of misfortune on the stack. I think you just need to look at his hand, like see like how bad is this? What can I do? He's got a pyroblast, it looks like. So you can get rid of either the Ristic or Fish, probably the Ristic here because it looks like Jonathan didn't wheel, right? So he's got something he wants to do. It's more the fact of what is it and how do I deal with it? Because again, he'll have two of them. So he can get rid of Fish and Ristic, or he can get rid of, I don't know, Polywog and whatever.
What is that?
That is Opera Love Song. It'll exile the top two cards
Is
until
that instant or sorcery?
it's instant. Until his next end step, he may play them. So this is just another dig spell. This will trigger Rawl some more. Is he copying it?
Blast.
Okay, so this should be his what?
It should be a
Jessica's
spell.
Will. Bonus round. The one that got exiled is the dig spell. Wheel of Misfortune, Opera Love Song, Pyroblast. So he's doing it the right way. He's doing it to where he puts the 5th and 6th spells on the stack. So now if the Opera Love Song's trigger resolves, it is technically counted as 6 instant sorceries this turn because you have 6 on the stack when it resolves. Or 6 instant sorcery count when it resolves.
Yeah.
This is the right way to do it. Michael's playing smart. He's trying to get that Rawl flip more guaranteed. This is now a 75% chance to flip Rawl rather than just a 50% chance. Because you have two hits at a 50-50, right?
Yeah.
So we're getting, looks like misstep on the Pyroblast. I think that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Oh
wait, no, he's misstepping something else.
Well, why is the Ristic going away if there was a misstep?
He's misstepping that spell? No, he's not. What is he misstepping?
I'm curious.
Let's go back to player audio. Maybe there's something.
Let's swap back.
Yeah.
I will flip Rawl.
Did we just flip Rawl? Oh.
There's with 6 additional counters. Resolve the second Opera Love Song.
There's a pact.
Resolve a Rawl trigger for the Wheel of Misfortune.
No, I'm muted.
Tails will take damage. Resolve Wheel of Misfortune.
Wheel of Misfortune.
Can you read Opera Love Song real quick? Cards in hand row.
5.
5. You get the flip anyways. I think none of this super matters.
So what we can do here, we can all vote 15. It keeps the second wheel from resolving. We'd all take 15, but it keeps the second wheel from resolving.
I like
For
that.
him.
I like that. The issue is, I think he already. I mean, I think that we should
Yeah,
do
we
that
have to do
anyways.
that anyway,
but
right?
yeah, he might get there anyways.
Okay, cool.
If by some absolute miracle we make it out of this turn,
You're gonna draw whatever you need off of this anyway. I think we have to do the 15.
Yeah.
if there's a miracle we make it out of this, don't hit me with that.
I don't know if I can make that deal because I watched you the brain freeze.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw the game here, but I also don't want to risk, like, you get the turn before me.
Sure.
I think giving you the extra turn to try to go for it before I have a chance to hit you with this or to find an answer is more than fair. Is that fine? Right, like we are deterministically dead if this wheel resolves. We're not deterministically dead on your go.
I think we might be deterministically dead if the wheel doesn't resolve.
Yeah, I think so too.
I
but
think we're so cooked right now.
But I mean, can you
but we gotta play to our outs.
unless
You
you
have to, yeah.
because I have free interaction I haven't been able to find yet. More free interaction out of here. You're in blue. You have 2 protection pieces or something you usually use to force stuff through, right?
Do we have any protection for whenever he activates Ral and we start going through the free spells? Because like if the wheel doesn't resolve and then we have to fight through those free spells, like am I the only one fighting here? Because I have stuff.
For this one, you would be the only one fighting.
Yeah. I have a card that it would be. I'll just show it. I have this, but I can't obviously can't
lose.
cast it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so the only time you'd be able to play that is a card that he has to stop, and then we'd have to make the agreement to resolve that. And at that point, we're playing for a draw.
Yeah. Right.
So what I'm gonna say is, I think, like, because I expected you to have an answer. I didn't realize he was gonna go for it into both the fishes and the polywog card. Like that is 3 card advantage to start storming into.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I didn't keep these up. And because I untapped before him, I was like, it's turn 3 into 2 fish effects. I didn't know if it was gonna do it or not.
I didn't think I was going to do it either, but
That's what. Hey, again,
Respect it.
what we're saying, it's either a value flip or it's game, right?
I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't going to at least like potentially
Yeah.
wheel one of them.
All right. So we
I think
ready,
we're all
guys?
agreeing on 15.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking. Wait a sec.
Just draw the card I'd find. Easy. Just draw the lion's eye.
Are we ready to resolve the last one?
Yeah, we're
I'm
good.
ready,
We can
yeah.
resolve. Yeah.
Perfect.
All around for this over there.
Hmm. Maybe I put 16.
Dude.
Now he's
Big
thinking.
brain play. Yeah.
Baited. Now we all do 1 because he put 0. No, I'm joking. We still do 15, but it is a funny goof of gaff, right? Can I redraw? In the meantime, you got to read my commander because I didn't know what it did. Now I got to read this card because I know kind of what it does, but not all of it. Yeah. Yep. We're up.
All right.
Uh,
They're still resolving the second wheel of misfortune. A thing I wanted to point out to you, and a lot of people in the chat might have noticed, once this wheel of misfortune resolves or is countered or whatever, the Rawl has priority and can immediately ultimate Rawl.
Yeah.
They don't have to do anything else. They just go cool ultimate. Unless they have exactly silence out of Jonathan, right? Everyone is tapped out, and Scott can't play silence effects. We get an immediate ultimate of Rawl and probably the resolution of that ultimate. So he did try and pay 3 life. There was 15 out of Randall. I don't think Scott ended up paying 10 because he needed it. But the 2 players did wheel, so that was Jonathan and Randall. Randall lost 15. Oh, Scott also said 15? I thought he said 10. Okay, so the thing where they all just said 15. Okay, cool. So this way they are guaranteed that Michael can't pay 15, obviously, because he's at 15, he would die. They all draw new hands of interaction, potentially. That pact obviously doesn't do anything for Jonathan. They're just trying to force a draw. Very curious. I think, yeah, Randall had a force wheel, just no blue card, it looks like, off of that first wheel of misfortune. And then, yeah, Michael doesn't have to. He still has pact backup. And again, now this stack is going to be clear. We are immediately ultimating Rawl. And remember, there's still a bonus round active.
Yeah.
Super notable in the pile of things he has to cast for mana of the Upper Love Song. There's also a Mind's Desire there. So if we can get to 6 mana, some of it has to be blue is the hard part. we get a Mind's Desire for like an insane amount.
Yeah. And he has activated.
Yep.
Yeah, he has activated that.
Raw Ultimate is on the stack. We just saw -8 go to Command Zone.
Yep. And there's
Does Jonathan have the silence or Orm's Chant or whatever it may be?
Yep.
There it is. Okay. Again, this is their only out. Chew this turn.
Double silence.
He's going to respond to the fish trigger from silence with Pact. There's going to be a second Pact. There will be a Polywog trigger, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing here is that actually he couldn't have responded to fish trigger because the fish trigger goes above the copy trigger for silence. So Scott is supposed to draw that card before the Pact resolves. Are we just down to ultimate? I think Scott and them are saying like, okay, so yeah, this is the one issue that Scott was supposed to draw that card first. Looks like it is resolving top 8.
There we go. All right, now we can go back.
Snap makes mana. Rite of Flame makes mana. Mystical Tutor. Pyretic. Oh, that's a lot of mana. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's
Oh, that's
hop
just
over.
you just recast Raw here, right?
You guys mind that.
Oh yeah, mine's that for sure.
Remember, all of these spells are copied. So your snap goes on the stack. You untap 2 lands.
Yeah.
Then you have another one. You float mana and then untap 2 more lands.
Yeah.
And Pyretic Ritual.
Oh, yeah.
6 mana.
Yeah.
You get to cast Raw and the Mind's Desire here. So let's see what they're talking about. Let's see how Michael's going to play out this turn. I'm
Oh my
assuming
gosh.
it's something along those lines, though.
Yeah. Oh, look, everyone's like looking at their
Yeah.
graveyards now. Jeez. All right. Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Oh my gosh, this game is crazy.
I do have enough to do that. Is it better to roll here? Huh. That's very interesting. Sycamore is still really bad. How big's your commander? 2-4?
2-4. Cruising down the street. Sorry. that was supposed to be audible and I said that right into the mic.
So gives me 1 red. Potentially that. It's a little difficult with math. It's a decision on whether I'm going for Mind's Desire or Rawl this turn. Rawl is probably better. Well, I'll put 2 Rite of Flames on the stack.
Fish.
You can draw out.
Pass priority on it.
All right. Pass party.
The 2.
I'll put 2 Pyric Rituals on the stack.
Trigger draw.
Fishy. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Pass. Pass party.
Pass
I'm
on
at 10 red mana. I'll cast Raw from my command zone.
Those are all
They're
free.
off Raw. He
They're
can't.
free. They're free.
Yes, these cards are not. These cards are.
Okay, you.
Yep, sorry. This is at 10. I'll go down 4, I'll cast Raw.
Yep.
Cool. Pass them around.
Fire goes around.
Real good.
Get them around, yeah.
I will. Let me get rid of that. This thing. I'll cast this lightning bolts. I have a fish trigger. I have bonus round triggers. I have roll triggers. In response to everything, I will also cast this mystical tutor.
Okay.
Bonus
So
round roll triggers. Yada yada yada.
there is.
Fish.
Yeah. Okay. So
Fish
this
at the
is.
top of everything.
Yeah.
If you want to clear that out of the way.
So triggers and then fish. So draw trigger on top, right?
Yep.
So there is this. There is a draw trigger. There is a rel trigger. Or is it rel and then draw?
Yeah.
All right. Raw and then draw and then here and then raw and then draw.
I'll pass on the draw off Mystic Remora.
What?
I'll resolve the bonus round trigger for Mystical Tutor, copy Mystical
That's
Tutor.
what I mean. Can we assume the other mystical tutor is gone?
Yeah,
Draw
yeah.
it,
We can assume that.
Okay,
I'll have a roll trigger past that, but storm count is currently 14. Use the ritual, but I can do that. So
Will that be your player 2, right?
where is it?
Player 2 draw.
I'm gonna put reiterate on top of my library.
Cool. And then this is the same target for the second
There it is.
mystical tutor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll do same target. Same
All right, so we're down to
I have a roll
mystical
trigger.
draw. Yeah.
We're gonna
I
miss
have,
on stack.
I have a roll trigger above the mystical, the second mystical.
You have a what?
A roll trigger above the second mystical tutor.
I thought we resolved. Oh, that was the
Yeah,
bonus
we were
trigger.
shortcutting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you care to cut. Resolve the roll trigger. I'll take a damage.
Yep.
Shortcut that. Now you get to draw. Cool. Resolve this bonus round trigger. I will copy the lightning bolt. I will target Thada.
Sure.
resolve the roll trigger on lightning bolt.
Yep.
I'll take a damage. Lightning bolt polywog.
And did he drew off this already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Back to things and stuff. Not cool. Go down to 2 red mana.
Yep.
Cast a Inspired Tinkering copied out of a roll trigger.
Fish above all of it.
You can draw.
Cool.
Resolve the bonus round first. This is, I believe, at 12. Good to resolve the bonus round trigger.
Yeah.
Exile top 3, create 3 treasure tokens. These are until the end of my next turn.
Yep. Oh, excellent.
Resolve raw trigger.
Yep.
Heads. I'll flip raw. And with 12 additional counters. Resolve the second Inspired Tinkering. Gets 3 more treasures. The bin. What's the easiest way to go about this? -8 raw.
Yeah, pass on the rock. Yeah.
Yep. Before he goes around.
Yeah. Go ahead.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are all free.
What's in the pile, please?
It's a Chain of Vapor, Desert Ritual, Lava Dart, Gut Shot, Deflecting Swat.
I'm gonna be calling guys.
I actually have it. I'm gonna bounce the fish first.
Trigger to draw.
Trigger to draw.
Yeah, feel free.
Cool. Yeah, I can
the
put one
second
counter on
one
the stack, and he's got like
will
4 counter spells.
also
So
target.
yeah, I'm gonna call it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Concede.
Conceded. Yeah. Good game, brother.
I have to reiterate I make infinite mana
Yeah.
and storm and
Yep.
kill you guys with the card.
You got it.
I hit no
That-
free interaction that entire
Rog
time.
walking away, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, yeah,
Of how many rituals he hit off the first
Yeah.
ultimate, right? And there's
Mhm,
bonus
mhm.
round active. He also just had an insane hand off of the first wheel. The Inspired Tinkering at the end there definitely helped a lot. It makes him 6 treasures. It also gives him the ability, if he wants to, I'm just going to cast that Mind's Desire that's sitting there. He didn't even need to, right? He had everything else to be able to get there first, but if he wanted to, he still had more deterministic wins of like, this Mind's Desire is like 20 spells, guys. Like,
Yeah.
I'm happy to play this out. They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, we got it. We understand. We understand. You got there.
Yeah.
Again, even if they counter any of his things, he doesn't care. He
doesn't care.
Here's another ultimate of Raw. I'll bounce my Raw. Here's another, again, Mind's Desire. Like, do you have a Mind Break Trap? No, you're the one player with Ronjin on Rogsi. I don't even care if you Mind Break the whole thing. I'll just keep doing other things in my hand. Very, very, very clean gameplay here from Michael. Gonna interview him in a second. I think you got this one, and I'll have the next one.
Yeah.
But it'll be good for your perspective of like Raw, because I know too much about this. Dude, I'm in there already. Like, I get what you're doing, Michael. You'd be like, how'd it feel?
How'd it
What
feel?
what did that feel like?
Yeah.
Because he'll have to describe it.
Yeah.
You haven't gotten like the of playing Raw in tournament. Oh, it's divine. Thank you, Blake, for showing me the light.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, that was such a good game.
Great game.
That goes to round 6.
Yes.
We have one more round of Swiss.
Yes.
Right?
Michael's now at 21 points.
Uh,
He might be, again, point leader. He might be our number 1 seed going into round 7.
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
going to be a
Yeah.
stacked top 16 game.
And he also unseeded
Yes.
the number 1 undefeated.
Yeah.
Uh,
Randall was first seed at 17. Now
Mhm.
he's going to be either, first or second or third at 21.
mhm.
An insane number to be at with.
Yes.
6 rounds in. He still has another round. He could go up to 26 points in this tournament. Something we don't really
Normally
ever
see.
see.
Yeah.
Even in these 7-round events. I don't think I've ever seen more than, 22 points.
Yeah.
That's a crazy number. So hopefully Michael's able to get there. Want to thank you guys again for tuning in. We can't do this without you. So please make sure to like and subscribe. Again, my name is Joseph, aka Pigeon, and I'm joined by the lovely
Higher MTG.
Higher MTG.
Yes,
We
yes.
appreciate you guys. We'll be back with a short ad break, and then we're gonna do an interview.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back with round 7.
Yep. Peace.
See you soon.
We are here at Dallas
we have just seen the most incredible win with Ral going off in round 6. Tell me about it. First of all, what's your name?
Michael.
Michael, and you were playing Ral, correct?
Yes.
Okay, tell me how did you win, and what were some of the circumstances that got you to the win?
I mean, Ral's a manual storm deck. I kept it a very safe hand. Just had lands, had the Jessica's Will. Just looking to cast Ral turn 2, Jessica's Will turn 3. See where it goes. I mean, the two, the Rogsi player and the TnK player had a Ristic Study and Mystic Remora. It was a little sketchy going into it. I was just hoping to hit like a wheel effect, and then any cards that they would have drawn from that would have been discarded. Hit a bonus round off of the Jessica's Will, which is a really powerful card. And opponents just didn't have the interaction for it, and allowed me to find a couple rituals after I'd flipped Rawl and get a win.
Man, one of the things that happened that you probably didn't see is that the player before you had a silence in hand.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had silence. They had
oh yes, he tapped out for it.
Yeah, he tapped out
for his commander.
So like, but he went and he got Thada Adele. He had the double trigger. He could have gotten Mox Amber.
Yes.
And just cast the Mox Amber, held up the interaction, but instead he was like, nah, Blue Farm, you aren't going anywhere.
Take the cards out of your deck.
Yeah. Ra's gonna jam into 2. No, we jam.
Yeah.
We jam. Counter my spells. I don't care. I got more of them. Like, whatever. That's fine.
Most of them are low value. I was surprised that the TnK player used the Mind Break Trap on the highway robbery. I mean, drawing 4 cards is really good, but there's so much scarier spells in that deck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. There was a lot of moments where we were like holding our breath, like, please let this resolve, please let the resolve. Oh, it did. Oh, it didn't. Well, that's fine if it doesn't. That's cool. There was a lot of that moment. Congratulations, massive win. You unseeded the undefeated player.
Really?
Yeah, that was number 1 seed. And now you're going into this with one of the highest records we've seen going into round 7, which means that you could possibly have one of the highest records ever, going 26 points into round 7, going into top 16. That's incredible. That'd be really cool. Ra can do it. I think it could take you all the way there, man.
Yeah, it's been really consistent. I think every single round that I've won has been turn 3. Some with like 3 pieces of interaction from hand. It's just been very impressive today.
Oh man, congratulations, man. We hope you guys enjoyed the round. We'll see you hopefully in round 7 and maybe in the finals, man.
Hopefully.